love when the young kids around here talk about, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. The best thing about this group for me is that just about nobody beat me in my 20s. So I can tell them anything about my 20s. I mean, like, I basically was Colin in my 20s, you know? And, like, the first time Colin came and played with us, they were like, what does Colin remind you of, like, that we played with us? Like, I know you guys didn't know me when I was 27, but kind of like that, right? Like, you could picture it, you know? Colin Gullah, young Rob Wilson, you know? And, good-looking guys, Colin, what can I say? You know? Oh my God. It is funny how old everybody has gotten. I remember Ross when he was a baby, you know? Ross is 27. I think I met Ross when he was 21 and he's lying that he's 19, you know, so he's still not an honest guy. Yeah, he's still not an honest guy.
Yeah, we do.
I knew his family in his 20s. He is most definitely not in his 20s anymore. This is.
I'm just saying.
What is this?
What is this? What? Is this mine?
That? We're not playing with that.
Oh, the Delaware? That's got to be easy.
Yeah, I'll give it a little. I'll give it a little pump.
Oh yeah, I guess we all.
Oh, this is the flower.
I'm surprised. I went for a while without even.
It's amazing how many people in this group don't have a ball. Like,
Don't have any.
it must be depressing when I'm not here to play with like 3.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's horrible. I will say, it was all Brian Lee though. Like, we played with 1 or 2 for years. And then he's just like, why don't we have 10 balls?
All the real old guys that play with the same way, they have playing 4 balls each.
This area is so interesting though. Like, all these, when we started playing here, none of this was here. Literally, like, none of it.
Woo! Great block.
That's my roommate.
Ross, that's why you wanted the kid.
I couldn't do that.
Here you go, Ethan. Your ball's better now.
We fixed it for you.
Oh, that's his block. Yeah. Oh, that was.
That's not mine. That's his.
Shit.
That was that.
He told me he hadn't played until he was like
Like a sophomore.
that's crazy.
He didn't play the volleyball professionally.
So like 5 years ago.
And then he said you were.
Wait, what?
He's got his trophy.
He's got his trophy.
All over.
We might have to get you a game of Stanley. Man, I mean, he looks like a broken man.
He doesn't lose.
I agree.
Yeah, I realized Stanley was here 2 years ago.
Stanley's pretty good when he's in the right mindset. A couple of years ago, I sensed at the very beginning of the year that, like, we have a lot of head cases. You know? And I was like, so I told everybody during the winter, I was like, listen, you know, John would tell me, he's like, why do you work so hard? I was like, to pay for a sports psychologist for all of us. You know, like, we really needed one. And we never got one, and it shows, you know, Jordan and, you know, John and Ross. I mean, even Nate there for a while definitely could have used the sports side. I have a picture of Nate. We played one, it was horrible last year. And he sat under the net for like 5 minutes after the game. You could tell, like, just so dejected. And I was like, it's going to be okay, bud. You know?
It's gonna be okay.
There's worse things in life than being 6'7", 23 years old and in New York City. You
Honestly,
know, so it's
not many worse things, but that's up there for one of the worst.
That's it.
Honestly, I couldn't possibly want to do that.
No.
Sounds like hell to me.
Sounds horrible. Grew up in Hawaii. Awful.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah, awful.
That must have been hell
That
on
kid
earth.
had a tough childhood.
We went out to the bar, and all the bartenders, they just started pouring shots and taking it with us. Like, no charges.
Yeah. That's tough life.
Dude, tough life.
Tough to be Nate loose.
Couldn't pay me, honestly.
It's been so long.
Yeah.
Long boy.
I can already tell that when Ethan learns how to play beach, like he doesn't know how to play beach right now. But when he learns how to,
It's already 24.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like he's 23 years old.
Oh, he's doing his push-ups, getting it in.
Stay involved.
Why are you making him do this, Rob?
Why am I making him do it?
That's just mean.
Oh, the lion is going wild. Got a few bodies now.
Even more bodies?
Some really big ones.
What the
and-
fuck?
And one really small one.
Like really small?
Little tiny.
Like tiny?
Brian.
Ryan Lee?
Is you coming as well?
Zoo's coming. Zoo, Brian, and Ethan Talley. Who's just, oh shit, Nate. Fuck.
Nate Dawes?
I'm thinking Nate. I told Nate to text me when he wakes up. I told him I hope that's in the AM.
Tell him to kick his head out of his bed and get over here.
That's it. Nate is... Nice block. Nice. So I'll tell you, the worst thing you can do here is hit the ball to Stanley's hands. Like,
I believe
it's the worst, like, the amount of times... Stanley, I'm explaining that the worst thing to do here is to hit the ball to your hands. I don't know why anybody would ever hit the ball to your hands.
Well, honestly,
As your teammate, I love it when they hit it to your hands, Stanley. Like, I'm like, point.
walk in, I thought those were like some good hands. Yeah.
Great hands.
But honestly, I was like, I bet he'd fumble the ball.
Pretty hands.
Slip right through like butter.
Like, every time he pulls off the net, and I would say 98% of the time, somebody tries to go high on him, and I'm like, you're just giving him a point. You're just like,
Might as well just give it up.
you're just giving him a point. I've never seen him not pass the ball perfectly with the end. Watch it fuck something up right here, right now.
But we'll look at that back
That's
middle
it.
on the high line.
Yep.
Dime in the middle, tempo set to the outside game.
Neat little sunshine when the sun gets over there.
Why is the sun so far over there? Like in my mind, it comes up and then it shows up here. Like it's been over there all day.
I think that hour difference, the changing of the clock,
But the path should, I was thinking the same thing. But the path should be the same.
it's, yeah, you would think like, well, there are things like, there are times where the sun, when it passes there, will be actually above it, and then sometimes, like today, it looks like it might actually.
Sometimes it like stays behind buildings. The outlet back behind.
Ross, what score? What score? Sevens?
When we all go out, he's winning.
Like, maybe young looking guys are like, I think I was like,
He actually wins.
that's it.
Looks like he didn't realize that he did
That's
the high school. to take it.
Yep.
I will. So unless you must be right, I feel like if I was just that little bit taller, I would have had the best.
Yeah.
One more inch, and I would have been much happier.
You would have had at least twice as many friends. You know. Like,
Would have had at least.
yeah.
100.
Yeah. There's big difference.
Probably would get paid like 30% more. Something like that.
Yeah.
Crazy. I was at my buddy's wedding a few years ago. He's also a big guy. He's like 6'7". Husband that he married is 6'4". My other friend's 6'4". His like longtime friend from back home, she's like 6 foot. So we're all giant talking to each other. And I don't know how to go to the subject, but we're just like, all right, you know, we can just statistics. Probably we just get paid more, put in more positions of power, we can trust, and all this stuff. Right?
Good up.
Literally talking about how amazing of a life it is to be taller.
That's why I think it's so.
Yeah. But then like their like cousins come over who are both like 5'2", and we're just like, oh, but let's not talk about it. We die sooner, so I hope you're happy about that. But that's true with you guys.
Maybe you do.
Sorry. Well, granted, I'm not fucking leaving.
I mean, I'm not playing volleyball.
He
I'm
raised his
just
hand. He's not supposed to.
Yeah.
He-
You literally
And it was a good shot, but still.
no. I understand. Big mistake.
Stanley. That's what I said.
There was the picture perfect evidence.
Yep.
It was a bad call. Not hitting the
Don't
hands.
hit the hands.
Pissed. Fucking see me out of hands. I'm like, no, not the hands. Not again. Yes, wait.
There's a guy when I was in Ireland, there's a kid, he moved here last year. He was 20 years old when he moved here, and he played, he's playing club indoor at Columbia. And he met somebody who, he's just like, oh, like, any good places to play beach, whatever. He's like, oh, this guy Rob, whatever, text me, so he started playing with us. Oh, I saw Liam 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my, so funny, so freaking funny. But I was talking about how hitting the ball at Stanley's hands is just a bad idea. Like, I wouldn't hit the ball at Stanley's hands ever. I would hit them at Liam's hands all day long. I mean, the amount of times we were playing doubles, and John would wind
love
up with
this.
this last one right at Liam's head. He's just like, I just aim for Liam's head. Just like right at, if I put it on Liam's head, there's no way he's passing the ball. He's so funny. Like, somebody's like, well, what was the best part of your trip? I was like, the Tokyo Marathon, a day in Hawaii, Liam, and then everything else. You know?
That's awesome.
Oh my God. He's gonna be back soon.
Oh, he's coming back.
He's coming back. He'll be in North Carolina.
Nice.
Yep. So
That's how you're sneaking him in. What are you picking him up off
he's
unmarked boat?
he's back in Ireland this year. He's Irish, yeah. So he did his junior year in Columbia. Now he's president of the Philosophical Society at Trinity College, which is like a big deal in Ireland apparently. And me and Brian were trying to embarrass him on campus and be like, do you know your president? Do you know your president? But no, he's just way too, he's too funny.
Woo-hoo-wee! Stanley! That doesn't look like back pain to me.
Stanley, would it hurt you to smile every once in a while?
Are you having
You know?
fun?
He uses his lower back.
That's a
That's
little
an
bit of a
excuse for
smirk.
everything.
He was smirking there. I saw it.
We don't have a big smile, Stanley.
Shows them pearly whites.
You know, man, it's so hard to narrow it down and describe it.
You're like mid-game. It's like, I don't know, some tall, very attractive. And she comes up and she's
Jordan. Really tall, attractive woman.
I couldn't tell you. Right?
She just like talking to Stan. Stanley just like walks off. And it's like mid-game. We're all kind of sitting there watching
It's
him
like
talk.
Stanley's neighborhood. Stanley knows people that just walk around.
Either way, she like
Stanley only associates with attractive people.
I've not seen Go Smile that much talking to the guy in a while. She just could not stop.
Stanley is a taken man.
Oh, figure that out.
Very taken.
Very taken. Back off, fellas. All right?
What differentiates very is
You just know when you see it.
Chelsea would not put up with that shit. She's a good volleyball player. You should get some. You should get Stanley and Chelsea out there tomorrow. Barbara and Adrian, you and Renee, and just run it.
Yeah.
I think
Renee's the one you let down with your block earlier?
Renee's his girlfriend that he thoroughly disappoints on a day-to-day basis. You know,
You're only
Renee is the nicest human being on the face of the planet. Like literally, I told you that story about the sky blue. Did I ever tell you that story? You know Abigail, right? So she's driving me to the airport one day, and she says to me, she's like, Rob, what color do you think of when you think of me? And I'm like, oh my God, this is such a weird question. And I'm like, this girl's a friend of mine, but like very much just a friend.
Oh, okay, just make it very clear. Friend.
You're not very taken.
Not much,
So,
yeah.
so I
Don't
am
get
like
it twisted.
thinking in my head, and I'm like, I need to answer this with thought, but in an unsatisfactory way. So I said, you know what? I have the perfect I was like, and it's true actually. I was like, Abigail, I have the perfect color. I said like a very muted blue. And she's like, what do you mean muted blue? And I was like grayish, right? Like blue's a nice color, right? And it's very, but like, you know, it's not like you're like happy and super bubbly and all these things all the time, but you're very pleasant. But like, you know, it could be like muted blue. And she's like, I don't understand like why it needs to be muted.
don't
She goes
understand.
like, well, like, what about like, why not like a bright blue? And I was like, do you know Renee? And she's met Renee a couple of times. I was like, sky blue. Sky blue Renee. I mean, like, cheerful all the time, big smile, like, just super friendly, 24/7, you know, like,
That's not you?
I was like, Renee, sky blue. It's the same color, you know, it's just, but it's just a little, you know, it didn't go over well. That was a bad answer. That was a bad answer.
Should not have said that. Big
God.
mistake.
Oh, God.
Not a very taken blue.
But I've told a lot of people that story. I'm like, anytime I say to Brian and Renee's come up, Renee's name comes up, he's like, sky blue. Sky blue. Sky blue. Like, everybody I've told that story, they've been like,
oh
yeah.
no!
Renee's sky blue. Like, if there's a color to describe somebody, like, I don't know, Jordan, you're probably like a brownish green, but you know, yeah, right? Like, that makes sense. That's spot on. But Renee, sky blue. Is that game?
Good game, fellas.
Colin, you're back on, right?